Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. So this video is going to be about the bankruptcy that parent company of Morphe and other brands filed on January 12th of 2022. Ma'am, 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 there's nothing in the box that belongs to you. Thank you. And please get down. So on January 12th of 2022, Forma filed for bankruptcy. Their assets will be acquired by investors, and they filed a Chapter 11, and they will be, they will be receiving about 33 million of financing through these investors from sales of their assets. Now, Morphe, which is one of the brands that Forma owns, was founded in 2008 in Los Angeles, California. It gained popularity due to its affordable prices. And then it gained further popularity when, I would say popularity and fame through influencers through YouTube. In 2019, why can I talk today? There I go again. According to Bloomberg, Morphe reached 400 million in sales. Because if you all remember, they were opening shops everywhere, and that's when James Charles, Manny MUA, and Jeffree Star was doing collabs with them, and they were opening shops in a lot of areas. In August 2020, Morphe rebranded as Forma Brands. And basically what Forma Brands would do, they would acquire brands, ma'am, that's rude, or acquire brands and build brands. So I have my notes here. So I want to stay focused, and I don't want to forget anything. So, and I just want to give you a list, and please let me know on the comments below if I miss any of the Forma brands, the brands at Forma, ma'am. One of my cat wants to be in the video. But you need to get down from the couch, please. My apologies. So, Forma owns Morphe, Morphe 2, Lipstick Queen, Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, Playa Beauty, Morphe X Jaclyn, Bad Habit, and Ariana Grande's REM Beauty. So, at the time that they filed for bankruptcy, according to Reorg Research, they estimated that Forma was roughly, and I want to say allegedly, 600 to 700 million in debt. So, hello, Cece. Cece, ma'am, no, that's not a chair. You have your couch over there, ma'am. Thank you. You have a couch over there. This one is mine. Thank you. So for anyone who's not familiar with Chapter 11, Chapter 11 is like for companies. In Chapter 11, regular people can use it, but businesses use it typically more because it's a more expensive type of bankruptcy. Regular people like you and I typically use Chapter 13. But it's like getting a fresh start, and is commonly known as a reorganization bankruptcy. The goal of Chapter 11 is to reorganize a business to keep it alive, and to, through time, depending on the debt that the company has or the individual, to pay back creditors. But the business can stay open. So, but it's a lengthy process. It's not just, we're going to close all our stores and shut everything down and, try to pay people and sell our assets and pay creditors back. It's a very lengthy process. And I will leave a link below where I got some of this information. But it's a lengthy process. And anything they do that Forma does, it has to be a stated plan of how they're going to pay back the creditors, and they cannot basically make any decisions. And in certain cases, there is a fiduciary that's in place, and a fiduciary is someone that's in charge of someone's money if they're not capable of handling their own money. Basically, that's like a loose translation. So basically, anything that Forma does has to be approved by the courts. So, or someone that the investors appoint that's approved by the courts. And with all this being said, I say this. Jaclyn Hill, when she first came out with her brand, she always stated that she wasn't part of Morphe. She wasn't part of Morphe, which in a way she was. And when Jaclyn came out with her brand, which if you think about it, it's really not her brand. It's Forma's brand, because she came under Morphe. Forma. Jeez Louise. I just combined Morphe and Forma. She already has several collabs under her belt. And she had the connections and knew people where she could have been an indie brand. She could have had her own brand and been successful at it. So maybe it was easier for her to go through Morphe and create her brand, but at what cost? Because, we all remember what happened with Lipstick Gate, and now Forma's going bankrupt. So what does that mean for Jaclyn Hill? Only time will tell. But that doesn't necessarily stop her final cash grab, because she did recently launch a collection. And of course, in some influencers' fashion, she started some drama. She stirred. She stirred. That's a better word. She stirred some drama with some reaction channels like Dustin Daily, just to, get her name buzzing. So when she released her brand, I'm sorry, I've been at work all day, so my brain is kind of fried. So when she released her her collection, my apologies, her collection, people will buy it, but she has a core following. She has a really big core following, so there was no need for her to do that, in my opinion. There was no need for her to do that. I feel like, in my opinion, she should have, from the beginning, should have just been an indie brand. How difficult is that to do? I'm not a professional in those matters, so I don't know. But I think she should have just been an indie brand and did everything herself with, of course, the experts that help in those matters. But now, only time will tell how Forma and Morphe and all these other brands that fell under Forma, how are they going to recuperate from this? How are they going to bounce back? Because there's a lot of people that worked for Morphe in all these stores, and it's unfortunate, because I feel like there was a lot of, in my opinion, a lot of mismanagement of a lot of things. There's people, employees of Morphe found out that they didn't have jobs anymore when they showed up, and doors weren't opening anymore. And to me, that's sad. And that was just in certain locations, not all. But only time will tell what's going to happen with these brands and these people that created these brands under the parent company Forma, and how successful Morphe's going to be by reorganizing, and are they going to be Are they going to be able to be successful going back to being an online business, and see how that goes? Or are they just going to shut down, and will that be the end of Morphe? Only time will tell. I don't know how true this part is, but I saw on my Facebook page, somebody tagged me, someone I know, and there's allegedly this list of some sort of a lawsuit going around, or so some pallets, not necessarily like a lawsuit, but like, hey, these pallets by Morphe, beware, because there's some dangerous ingredients in these pallets, so be mindful. And basically, if you have them, X-nay them, because they can be harmful to your face and eyes. So, and I don't want to say, oh, this is facts, because I am not a scientist. I haven't tested these products, so I don't know. But let me know what you all think about this Forma slash Morphe slash Jaclyn Hill situation. Do you think that she did do one last cash grab, releasing this last collab? And how long do you all think that it will take for us to see these brands that are, our local TJ Maxx and Marshalls? And unfortunately, even though I'm sure there was a lot of hard work put into it by these individuals that came up with the concept, Forma ultimately owns that concept. They own the concept. So now that they went to file the Chapter 11, and they're selling their assets to pay back creditors and things of that nature, that's one of the unfortunate things that's going to happen. You're going to see these palettes and these lipsticks and these products at a TJ Maxx or Marshalls, possibly a Ross. So, and that's not talking down about these individuals. It's just, that's part of what happens. Anyway, that's all for this video, and until my next video. Bye, y'all.